So this is Nvidia on the daily chart, and they just released their earnings, which was crazy good. So why didn't the stock jump up and breach the $500 level? Why did the stock pull back? Well, let's get into the news and the reasons why. This is coming from Investor Place. Nvidia just reported blowout Q3 earnings, right? But are China sales restrictions still a concern? Just to note, they get about 25% of their revenue from the data centers from China. And the data centers is what's driving the growth behind Nvidia. Data centers have the chips that power large language models. All right, see the connection? So once again, investors have been reminded that Nvidia isn't slowing down. They reported third quarter earnings yesterday and successfully surged past analyst expectations, demonstrating year-over-year sales growth of more than 200%. It's crazy. Now, the comps going into next year will not be this crazy because those comps next year will be compared to the comps this year. Still, despite the company's increases in both income and revenue, Nvidia stock is struggling somewhat today due to its outlook. Specifically, the company believes that sales will fall in the next quarter due to restrictions on exports to China. This is leading to some pressing questions as Nvidia prepares to end a historical year. And a historical it was. After the AI boom made Nvidia a trillion-dollar company, speculation rose as to how high Nvidia stock could go. Some have seen shares as significantly overvalued, but through it all, Nvidia has mostly trended upward. Now the possibility of decreasing China sales is casting more uncertainty over the company's future, even after yet another quarter of growth. There's no question that Nvidia has been in a position of power. The market-defining AI boom of 2023 can be traced back to the launch of ChatGPT, which runs on Nvidia chips. However, the trend that pushed Nvidia stock to new heights may now be shifting. Companies are starting to produce their own chips, which could severely compromise Nvidia's dominance as an AI leader. And not only companies, but now you have AMD also producing their chip for data centers. Now, the prospects of losing China sales is threatening to push shares down as well. Indeed, today's price movement reflects that aspects of the company's forecast more than its earnings. As of this writing, Nvidia stock is down 3%, even after the company reported substantial revenue growth. This may be casting a dark shadow over the company's earnings success, but predictions aren't all negative. CFO stated in a letter to shareholders that the company believes it can more than offset any losses through the growth in other areas. Fortunately for Nvidia, the demand is going in only one direction these days, skyward. I like that, skyward versus upward. Skyward, I love it. Wall Street sees the growing bulk of that spending flowing straight into Nvidia's coffers. The company's data center revenue is now projected to hit $65 billion in the fiscal year ending January 2025. That'll be more than double projected combined data center sales of rivals Intel and AMD for about the same period. That's pretty crazy. All right, so what does this all mean? Well, you got to buy on pullbacks, right? Now, this was a beautiful setup. Price was range bound, and this is kind of considered a bear trap, right? You have the support resistance traders that would have bought the breakout to the downside only to be met with buyers. Now, although the price did not hit the upper end of the zone, you did get a hammer candle, which gave you a clue what was going to happen next. And price did power up. Now, price kind of stalled at previous all-time highs near that $500 level, but on the earnings it pulled back. Now, the $470 level represents an opportunity to get long. Why? Well, if you look here, that was previous resistance, should now serve as support. So if you believe in Nvidia longer term, AI, data centers, Nvidia is saying, the stock is saying, the chart is saying, got to buy on pullbacks. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Please like the video.